हेलो एवरीवन।
आगे
तो
लटका
अभी
हुआ है।
हम लोग चलते हैं कॉन्फ्रेंस हॉल में, और ये कॉन्फ्रेंस हॉल आप हम जानते हैं इंदौर DAVV में है। और ये है कॉन्फ्रेंस हॉल में जाने का रास्ता। और ये आप देख सकते हैं यहाँ पर एक अच्छा
आओ।
मोमेंट कैप्चर करता हुआ मैं। तो यहाँ पे गर्मी बहुत ज़्यादा थी, गर्मी से
ये
हम
देखो
सभी
ना।
लोग परेशान थे। तो क्यों ना सोचा कि हमने कि एक अंदर यूनिवर्सिटी के एक शॉर्ट बना लिया जाए। तो यहाँ पे हम लोग शॉर्ट क्रिएट करने लगे। अभी मैं आ रहा था और
रुक के धीरे धीरे चला।
ज़िंदगी से मारा हुआ आप ये देख सकते हैं, उदासी चेहरे से दिख रही होगी।
हम भी
तो
आएंगे वीडियो
अभी
में।
हम लोग दोनों यहाँ पे आ गए हैं और यहाँ पे
पीछे
अद्भुत
भी मुड़ना
तरीके
होता
से
है।
मैं एक शॉर्ट क्रिएट करता हुआ। काफ़ी अच्छा एनवायरनमेंट था यहाँ यूनिवर्सिटी में भी, बहुत सारे पेड़ पौधे वगैरह। टेम्परेचर काफ़ी ज़्यादा है, दिसंबर में भी यहाँ पे टेम्परेचर इतना ज़्यादा था। और हम लोग कॉन्फ्रेंस हॉल में आ गए हैं और यहाँ पे हो रहे थे लेक्चर्स। कॉन्फ्रेंस हॉल इतना बड़ा था कि यहाँ पे आराम से 1000 लोग बैठ सकते हैं। और हम लोग भी बैठ के लेक्चर एंजॉय कर रहे थे। आप अपोजिट इसका एक ढूंढ सकते हैं, बोर हो रहे थे। तो एक सर थे, वो लेक्चर दे रहे थे, पर मुझे तो सब समझ में आ रहा था, पर बगल में जो बैठे थे उनका नहीं पता। ओके, तो अभी थोड़ा पास से देखते हैं, मैंने जूम करके और कैप्चर किया। तो अभी आप यहाँ देखिए क्या है।
This is what is the threats for photocatalysis. That is, this electron hole pair they recombine very fast. That is recombination of electron holes and stability of the photocatalyst is corrosion or photostability, and position of the conduction of band and valence band, that is also important. And in this is schematic representations on this. When light falls on semiconductor materials and electron on the conduction band or forms oxygen reduction to superoxide radicals, nitrogen to ammonia, carbon dioxide to carbohydrates, and water to hydrogen. These are reactions feasible. And on the valence band, oxidation reactions, water to oxygen and hydroxide to hydrogen radicals. And taking account of superoxide radicals,
सर्वदा सर्वदास्माकं सन्निधिः.
The number of female graduates in STEM education in India was about 38.4%. But now it is 42.6%. And this is the highest compared to any region on earth. So definitely it's a very good sign that our female graduates are participating in cutting edge research. You know, as scientists, all of us, we are constantly striving to improve our perception of reality. And it is very convenient for us to imagine this universe as a tidy, beautiful place, biology. And the title of this editorial is, what is the question? So I want to put some questions before you and touch upon some of the ideas that experts are talking about. It's of energy. And on the other side, our understanding of black body radiation. How do I remove this contradiction? And the third question, which is not resolved, is can we understand gravity as deformations in time and space? This young man very quickly crippled his questions and went back to his room. And he worked for years and years until he reached age 40. And he found answers to all these 3 questions. And he got a Nobel Prize. And you know who it is? Who is it? Who is that scientist who answered all these 3 questions and found the answers by the time he was 40 and got a Nobel Prize? Einstein. And if you ever thought that Einstein actually solved these 3 problems in this way, you are completely misled by me. Nobody ever told Einstein these 3 problems. That somebody will raise some questions, these are the difficult questions, and then we tackle those problems and find answers. That is only partially right. Because in society, often we think that scientists are problem solvers. They find solutions, because that is what we see. It is a problem, scientist is finding a solution. But that's only partly true. What is true? How do scientists actually pursue science? Well, Einstein, whether he was very young, he was faced with a paradox. He said, he thought in his mind, if there is a light beam, if I travel parallel to this light beam at the speed of light, what will I see? Obviously, the light beam should look like a standing oscillating wave. But then it will contradict with Maxwell's equations, which beautifully describes the electromagnetic radiation. So Einstein thought, there is something wrong with the Maxwell's equations. Let me go and correct these equations. He worked, but he failed again and again and again. He was so much frustrated. One day he went to his friend's house for dinner and explained his frustration to him. And after dinner he was walking back to his house. Einstein set aside the constraints of the mathematical models away from his mind. And he let his mind wander freely, without any constraints, without any agenda, without any goal. Suddenly it occurred to him, I think there is nothing wrong with the Maxwell's equations. Perhaps there is something wrong with our notion of time. Let me change our notion of time and then rederive my models. And it perfectly fitted. And this kind of scientific pursuit